And here we are. Welcome, everyone. What's going on, Mecha Army? Yes. Welcome to the 8th episode of Mechanism, your favorite weird Gunpla hangout show. Yeah. So we're here with a bunch of cool people this week, and we're going to do this damn thing, have a lot of fun, hopefully have a lot of laughs, make you guys laugh, and all that good stuff, see some interesting builds and all that cool stuff. So without any further ado, let's get started, shall we? Let's meet everybody. Let's go over to Brian, Mr. Bro Builder. Introduce yourself and say hi.
Hey, everybody. My name is Brian. Some people call me Bro Builder. Other people call me asshole. Sorry, kind of started off right. My name is Brian. I like to make a lot of these robot models that we all make. I have like a YouTube channel and an Instagram, blah, 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 but that doesn't really matter because I've been very obsessed with what I'm building. Lots of little bits, and I'm working on this cool prototype that I'll show you guys a little bit later on. Not quite there yet. I've been rushing orders and mail. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Rocking. What exactly are you working on, though?
Oh, tonight I'm working on the OMC quad mech. So I have this prototype idea that came to mind when I was making an earlier post on Instagram. If anybody saw my Instagram post where I was like, oh shit, I had a really great idea just now. I'm doing that. So it's taken a little bit to get the parts in order and like get all the proper dimensions and styrene and everything that I've been looking for to get my little machinations in order. So stay tuned. In a second, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Gotcha.
Excellent, then. Well, thanks, sir. We'll check back in with you here in a few minutes. Let's go over to Freddie.
What's up?
Fredro. What got skulls?
Yeah, lots of skulls today. I'm Freddie. I'm working on this demon bear thing again.
Close there, buddy.
So, this is what I have so far. I'm going to add some more detail to the legs in a bit here. And some work I've done since the last time. I added I'm extending the little skull thing.
Wow, to the back.
To the head, yeah.
Interesting.
So it's definitely going to look very gross once it's all painted up.
All right. And you got tentacles for this one?
They're power cables this time.
Oh. A different sort of creepy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Not tentacles, power cables.
Sorry
to disappoint
for her pleasure. Yes.
Right.
Yo, I have my Green Stuff Works products on the way to me, Freddie. So thank you again.
Awesome. Another tentacle convert.
Wow. Power cable. Power cable convert.
Power cables. Yeah, power cables.
All right.
So I'm just getting everything ready to start adding some more detail to this.
Full-on tentacle bros.
Yep.
I think there's a special subcategory for that, Tim.
I know that there's at least 9 subreddits for
it. Oh my. Yeah. All I can imagine is Brian and Freddie high-fiving.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
The tentacle tower.
Tentacle bros.
Tentacle bros.
Full on A.
Alright, so William's asking where I got the skull pieces. I did not sculpt them. I bought them from Secret Weapon Miniatures. This is how they come out.
Oh, the skulls, yeah.
Oh, the skulls, yeah.
Give me a little bit of
Yeah, nobody can hear you over Mikkel's bags and everything.
You pop in plastic?
Yo, my bad. My bad.
Those baked or sculpted.
Jesus.
Everybody's
like, is this ASMR?
I think
This is the worst kind of ASMR.
I also have these Games Workshop. Actually.
Oh, right.
Demon skulls, huh?
Yeah, demon skulls, normal skulls, orc
I love that
skulls.
set. There's so
Are
much
those-
good stuff in
I
there.
like the horns on those ones. Those are neat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are those horns on there?
Yeah, these are like demon skulls.
Cool. So you have horny skulls on your tentacle bear.
I am going to. I'm gonna try to make it look like they're coming under the skin, so they're like ready to pop out.
Creepy.
Are V-fins just mecha horns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essential.
And then they have like these really cool skulls here.
Yeah, those aren't bad. I have to admit, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, the video's not really showing them off. This set's got really, really good stuff in it. Like,
Yeah, go check it out. It's this thing here.
I'm not normally a big like Citadel side product guy, but like that box is the shit. There's so much you
Yeah,
can
that's pretty dope. Yeah.
What's the
Yeah,
price
okay.
on something like that?
I got it for like $20.
Okay.
Oh, but that's beauty.
Yeah, I think it retails for 30 most places, but if you look for a deal, you can get one.
It comes with 4 runners of skulls, so a lot of skulls here.
Lots of skull action.
Yep.
Very cool.
The bagging.
The bags. Man, the bags are awesome.
Are you like removing somebody's spine over there? Like, what's going on?
It's a really good mic.
The
New
acoustics
kid,
are
who did-
beautiful. Thanks.
Oh, those bags, brother.
Yo, I get just 2 more bags. Hold on.
What's it going to sound like when he starts picking pieces off the
Mute
runner?
mic.
Michelle's video then. There we
Oh
go.
my god.
Oh wow.
Did it mute?
Did he mute himself?
Did you do it?
I didn't
I
mute
didn't
him.
do it.
You didn't? The universe provides.
No, you just can't hear him, period.
I didn't believe in God until
looks-
about right now.
Oh no. No.
Mikel, did you mute yourself?
He's like,
No.
no. He doesn't know what's going on. Uh-oh. That's my reading sign language.
Is that divine intervention?
I mean, I think that's the universe telling us something, you guys.
Oh.
He's not muted in Hangouts, so
Yeah, no.
that's what you get.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
barely.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Just to see what's what. Like,
You're very soft spoken. I'm worried.
He's going straight ASMR.
Oh, there he is. Oh my. He's gonna get all close.
All right, so
Hey guys, I just want to let you know.
wow.
Sorry.
Oh god.
that got dark quick.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Only on Mechanism, ladies and gentlemen.
Dum-dum.
So, hey, while we're on Mikel, introduce yourself, everybody. Tell us what you're working on, everybody.
So I go by Maverick176 on Instagram.
Speak out, yo.
You hear me?
A little bit. Yeah, it's a little light. The mic is a little light.
Can barely hear him.
Nothing now.
You hear me now?
We can hear you, but barely. Turn your mic up.
Let's see.
Were you on a Bluetooth mic?
Yeah.
Man.
Batteries.
What that is?
If you promise not to touch the plastic bags, put it back. I did just get the walk down and the look for my sister. I was too loud.
Oh, shit. What are you doing?
She's studying for her LSATs like directly
Oh,
above me.
well,
so I'm like,
All
okay.
right.
Okay.
Fair
Fine.
enough, yo.
That's
Sorry.
actually that's good.
Yeah, I'm down.
So, hold up. Your sister's witnessing the carnage right now?
oh, everybody knows in this house,
Oh, hell.
but she gets to hear it first.
Ah, yes. Barely, bro.
Barely?
Yeah, man.
Hold on. Let me do a microphone boost.
Yeah, boost that mic.
Mhm.
It's like your mic's in the other room, man. What's going on?
Yeah, you said it right now.
Hit that nitro.
Hit the nose.
Just put a paper towel tube up. See if that makes it better.
Crinkle some bags.
What is this? Freaking Married with Children? Everybody assumed Fox viewing positions?
Yeah, right?
I loved Married with Children. How dare you?
Hey.
Oh, I love it too. How do you think I know it?
You hear me?
Barely.
Come on.
Do you have something
So,
covering your mic? Or,
the
or where
closer
is your
you
mic
get-
located?
Well, the closer you get to the camera, the better. So your mic is coming. Your sound is coming through the camera.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Better, yeah. Swap it to your height.
There we go. Yeah.
Your mic is set to the camera, dude.
Oh, fuck this shit.
Somebody get the man the Geek Squad, please.
Oh my god.
I'm just using a laptop right now because I don't have my usual setup because I just happen to. I'm renovating the basement, so
Yeah, I was
Nice.
gonna say it looks
Yeah,
nice and
right.
new.
yeah, for now. For now. So.
All right, so here, Mikkel, just real quick, not to bore the audience, go up on your screen.
Yeah.
Go up to the little cog up at the top of the screen.
On Google Hangouts.
Yeah, on Google Hangouts. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, so your microphone, set that to whatever mic you want, or whatever it's supposed to be.
Let's see it.
Set it to what you think it is.
Got it.
Anyway,
That doesn't work. Just push random buttons.
he just walked away.
He set it to the other side of the basement.
Do you hear me?
I
All
think
right,
so.
so
For real though, that flooring looks nice.
It is
does.
nice. I like
I
it.
like
Yeah,
that.
it does. I agree.
And he's got the samples behind there too. Look at that.
You got to
He's
be
doing,
able to
he's
test
doing
as
it the
you go.
proper way.
Yeah, right.
Yo, you got any samples of crown molding we can look at? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You got that routing pattern. Like, where we at?
Hey.
Didn't go for the gray. I like it.
Can we hook up that baseboard?
Yeah. Questions my mom is still asking my dad 30 years later.
Oh my god. Oh, he's back now.
All right.
All right. Mikkel, you good?
Hello?
Hello?
What's up, man?
Hello.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Have him just write this down.
He's-
Have him
he's-
write out what he's saying on a notepad and hold it up to the screen.
Yeah, for real.
He's the quiet, angry type. Those make me nervous.
Nah, Mikkel's like very. Mikkel's got that subtle rage, man.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
chill. He's good.
You find the mic settings in the Google Hangouts?
Did you find the mic?
Maybe not. And
Oh.
there's and he's
Oh.
gone. All right.
Actually, I
he'll be
think
back.
he's
He'll be
he's
back.
restarting the whole thing because
I
I think
mean,
he changed it over and nothing happened.
yeah, right.
He'll be
Holy shit. All right. So anyway, moving on. Let's go over to Chris. Oh my god.
Hey, Laura.
Hi, that's me. Sorry, I'm using my wife's Hangouts account. I didn't even realize I was doing that until you just said it. So,
Yeah, right. It's all
right. Hey, I'm Chris.
Man. Tell us what you're working on.
Sure. So usually I go by Red Suns. That's R3D5UNZ. Like that was an old forum name that I've just stuck with for the last 17 years, I guess. Oh, God knows.
Happens to all of us, buddy.
Exactly. So I just I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram, but I just finished up these two high grades right here, the Lancier and the Arc. So that's finally out of the picture. But in terms of what I'm working on currently, absolutely nothing. Minus the gigantic Jagged Mirage that's still slowly plodding on. I am also producing a couple of videos because I keep getting requests on how I take photos, I guess.
Nice.
So I am producing videos for that and doing a tutorial. And also I am, for some reason, I'm also getting questions on how to make resin kits. So I am also producing a video on a tutorial series of starting a resin kit from start to finish, including mixing of paints, the whole shebang. And I'll be doing it on this what is this, Maniac Studio Double Zeta. So
Okay, so you mean like building a resin kit?
yeah,
Yeah.
from start to finish. Not actually making one. I'm sorry, like building one. I'm sorry, that was a misnomer.
Me and Brian are sitting over here with bated breath over here. Like,
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so yeah, just from start to finish, getting a conversion kit out, sanding everything, getting everything done, finishing it, and then presenting it to the entire world for the entire world to see.
rocking.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice. So is that a full-on resin or is that a conversion? I missed.
This one is a conversion.
Okay, I got.
So it uses the Zeta double Zeta Verca frame and built on top of it.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Excellent. Excellent. Those 2 high grades look great, by the way, dude.
Thank you. They were a pain in the ass. I hated them. I hated every single second. Tiny as hell. And I mean, they were. But the great thing about these were they were blank canvases. They had absolutely nothing on them, so it was great to kind of work on not having to work on a resin kit that had so much detail where you can add it. So I could just add it myself. And, yeah, it was great.
Nice. Excellent.
But I hated every month. So
hey man, even though you might have hated them, it came out really nice.
Yeah, they look great.
Thank you.
Absolutely cool. Well, we'll check back in here in a few minutes. Let's go over to Philly. Phil.
Hi guys.
Hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
How's everybody?
Blank screen.
Really?
Has anybody seen
Video.
this video?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
When did that happen?
I got a
don't
whole
know.
lot of nothing.
Those directions
Okay.
were for Mikkel, not for you.
Yeah, right. Hang on a second.
How did the tech guy
For
lose
real?
his video feed?
Funnily enough, the second that you clicked over to Mikkel was when his stuff started going weird too.
oh, now we got you.
Hey,
Oh,
Contagious. Great.
It's the wrong camera, but it's me.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah.
Ah.
There we go. Hey.
There it is. Oh,
There it is. Ugh.
Okay.
Look at those
This-
arms.
oh,
This
yeah.
has arms on it. Lots
A
of them.
lot of them.
Dude, this thing
Uh,
is so impressive. Seriously.
Oh, really? Cool.
Hell
He's
yeah.
like, great,
I'm
I
glad-
just found it.
Sweet. I'll blue tack more things together in the future for everybody.
I hear that wins you awards.
oh, hey now.
Wow.
You got to give it a cool name. Then you'll win awards.
Yeah,
Can
I'm,
paint it in your
I'm
set.
going with the Jinx Tamdrin for this one. I found a protector deity in Tibetan Buddhism that has 6 arms and beats things for fun.
Awesome.
So I'm like, yeah, that'll do. That'll do.
Well,
nicely.
I mean, if I
I
had
feel like
6
that's the
arms.
opposite.
He has like the wings of Garuda, and like he's pretty awesome. I mean, he's actually like a super positive deity in the lore or whatever, but he brings about positive consciousness by destroying evil. So I'm pretty into that.
Word.
It's like a Tibetan vigilante.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
He's like Tibetan Moon Knight.
Kinda, yeah. But only like the Garth or the Garth Ennis version. Yeah.
I'm just trying not
Yeah,
to
of
make
course.
Zenyatta jokes. So
Do it. Yeah,
I got none.
the funny thing
Stuff
is
over
that
here.
I'd never played that game, and like somebody on the GBA called me out, was like, "Oh, is that this thing?" I was like, "Oh, I guess." And I looked at it, and yeah, apparently somebody beat me to this, but whatever, I built it, so
It looks awesome.
Yeah,
it's a good start. I figured out like mechanically where I want the limbs, which was where I was hung up before from the drawing stage. I put like the backpack from the Jinx Striker on here. Yeah, that gave me like more anchor points for arms, and like use like hit ball joints back here to connect this back set.
Yes.
And then this stuff up here, I connected to the part where like the waist thrusters go. It's not as like mechanically solid. Like this looks like there could be enough like gubbins in here to make this work, but
Gubbins.
up here it's a little flimsy. So I don't know. I might have to like build out this section a little bit more so it looks like it could support that weight and have
Absolutely.
like the mechanisms to make it work. But
Oh,
I'm a
yeah,
lot closer than I was, so that's cool.
Yeah, I could see a lot going on there. Clink.
Yep,
It looks
and then I
good.
just it falls apart in my hand, so that's a good start.
Yeah, no.
Well, just real quick, you guys. William Wilms in the chat. He says 6 arms and beats things. It should meet Freddy with his tentacles in a back alley.
I do not understand all the hatred Freddy's getting.
Hey now.
it's not hatred, it's tentacle envy.
All
It's a
right,
fetish.
all right. All right.
Is it really envy though?
It's a
I love
fetish.
those
I'm telling
things,
you,
man.
Is it
for
envy
real.
if you don't want it?
No, it's admiration.
It's a Freddy fetish.
It's a fetish.
It's a fetish.
Yeah,
Flashing the full
exactly.
name.
Amazing, Phil.
We do what we can.
Yeah.
Well,
It looks badass, dude.
All right. Well, I'm glad everybody's into it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
sorry, it's kind of a tight angle in there. Like, is that any better? Like,
No, it looks good, man.
okay,
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Easy.
Anyway, now I'm basically at the point where I have to like get everything to actually fit without a whole bunch of like goo on it. So that'll be the fun part. But it's mapped out anyway, so that's cool.
Nice. Very cool. Awesome, dude. Well, we'll check back in with you here in a little bit.
Awesome.
Let's go over to our returning champion, Miss Tex Marquise, she's back with us. This is her second week with us. Like it's now a new record.
In a row.
And the crowd goes wild. We don't know why yet, but hi, happy to be here.
Just stay
Wish I could say something nicer, but
We're all assholes.
but you're all assholes. Yes. So I am still chugging away, snipping away on my Feyen Night. So just my little personal project. And depending on what room I am in the house, it's a different kit in every area right now. So
Nice.
this is my right now. I'm
Living
not
large.
progressing very far because I keep trying to refer back to other figures of her that I have or photos and decide what I actually want to sand off and never look at ever again. So it's kind of where I'm at. Still early planning process. I'm going to have this for SCGMC. So I gotta.
Famous last words.
Well, yes, yes. Except there's already a showdown going between Angel, Jeremy, and I. So we're all doing a virtual on kit. So hopefully they won't finish and I'll show up with the box. I don't know. We'll see.
Win by default.
Yes.
Nice.
I mean, win's a win. Enter a mile. I don't
Hey.
care.
It is what it is. All right, cool deal. Well, we'll check back in here in just a little bit. Let's see. Mikkel was in here, but did he leave again?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't see him. Oh well. If he comes back in, oh, there he is.
Hey.
Trying it again. Mikkel. He can't hear us. Mikkel.
Blink once.
Can't see his eyes.
Sound off like you got a pair.
Well, then no one here can talk.
Hey now.
Shit.
Hey, I have a pair sitting on the shelf.
What?
That explains so much, Freddie. You have no idea.
Oh. All right. Well, we'll check back in with Mikkel here in a little bit now. Let's go back over to Brian.
Hey,
Just
guys.
burn it down.
Oh, only on Mechanism, you guys. Only on
Wow, it seems like it's been a long time since I was back here, right? I feel like we've walked like 3 miles since we were right here, like talking to me about being an asshole.
Right?
That was a long
It
time.
hasn't
Brian,
been that
yeah.
long. No,
think
it's
we
been
were wearing the same
20
shirt.
minutes.
I think you need like a daily, dare I say, hourly reminder.
Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, so
It's like a affirmation hour or something.
It's like
you're
that.
good enough. You're smart enough.
Gosh
The
darn
first
it.
step is
You're an
admitting the
asshole.
problem.
Really, nobody likes you.
Negative affirmations are now a thing, people.
So what I'm doing, and which I'm totally not prepared to talk about because I expect more talking to go down,
Whoop.
is
It's all Mikkel's fault.
no, it's nobody's fault. I blame.
Mikkel.
I can't. No, I don't blame anybody actually. So I
So fun in
making
that.
pistons again, and dealing with the quad mech, and I did a bunch of these greeble-y bits where I use like a Dremel and a drill bit, and I drilled out all these little plates and then trimmed them all by hand with a number 11, my favorite and everyone else's hated X-Acto blade, and then glued those all on greeble-ys to make a nice little it's finished. A nice little extra detail in the leg armor, just to try and like fill in, not the leg armor, but in the leg itself. But just trying to fill that stuff in. So that was kind of like something that kept me busy on the side while I was waiting for my styrene to come in, because I'm making more pistons. Because hey, why the fuck not? And
More pistons.
and so I've made a bunch. Like on these legs, I made a bunch of these pistons. They look really good and they fit okay. They aren't really like, they don't offer a lot of resistance or adjustability. I mean, they look sexy. Oh, look at that one. Oh, if it focuses, will it focus? No, fuck you. Okay, anyways.
That is a sexy piston.
They
Also, that in
yeah,
and out action.
yeah,
Very
they
good.
yeah, there's a lot of you know, mobility. Oh, anyways, I just try to do like details, which they'll show up in pictures later. You can find them on the internet. But there's no what do you want to say? I can't hold a fixed pose with it. I thought about packing pistons, or not packing pistons, packing springs on the inside for like positive resistance back. I thought about like trying to bury another spring contrapose on the inside to allow for elastic resistance, and that just seemed kind of like complicated and stupid. So I decided that if I could make it mechanical, that would be the best option.
Okay.
So I got these because I've been building, so I'm a metal worker and I'm blah 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 blah. I got these little screws, these like little tiny number 6s. Oh, to the center of the camera, asshole.
There we go.
Yep, right, tiny little number 6s. You have my gigantic fingers. And
all right,
is Alex back already?
yay,
Alex is in the chat.
Yeah, he's in the chat. And I got this tapping bit here. It's a drilling and tapping number 632. I got this off McMaster car. It's like a fluted drill bit that taps at the same time, pre-drill and tap, and
cool.
it ejects the chips. Yeah, you can get them on McMaster, and they cost a couple bucks. But I use a little bit of this bowling alley wax, which is like ancient, because you can't go wrong with ancient bowling alley wax.
Yeah, all right.
Pop this thing over. And so the reason I'm doing this, I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm sorry. So the reason I'm doing this is like I was trying to find a way to actuate the drive piston, this part here, actuate this inside of the compression cylinder, and have it hold its place in different positions, because I've got these turkey necks here, and they get all like.
Hold up. Are you talking about packing fake hydraulics with bowling alley wax right now?
No, not in the least.
Oh, God damn it. I was about to hug you. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can do that, but that's...
You saved yourself human interaction.
I'm going for, like, foolproof reliability. So
that's super fucking cool.
Basically what I got is these, like, turkey necks. They don't really want to hold themselves up, and when they get all loosey-goosey, it wants to, like, be a retard. So, I mean, sorry, it's a bad word. It wants to be stupid. So, and act malfunction. Anyhow, I want to maintain that stuff, give it super stability, and be able to reliably pose it. So I thought if I added a screw to the drive piston by tapping the end, I can drive this screw inside of it, and then create a sleeve. Here, 1 second, I'll just do it. Let's see. That's a lot of wax. Basically, the wax just acts as lubricant so that you can tap the plastic without breaking it. So as you can see, I'm making all these little chips, and they're just like getting ejected out. And that's the way the specific tapping drill bit works, is it ejects the chips out the back. So tapping anything, you drive it in for a handful of turns, you back it out, you clear the chips, and do the same thing over again. Back in, back out, blah, 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 over and over and over again. All right, so that's enough for me to show what I'm doing. Cleared out. Then we take our screw, and the end of this screws in nice and easy. Makes like a nice little fit, just like that. Screws into the end. And then I have, I think I've talked about this a little bit before. I think you've talked about it too, Tim, that the styrene that Evergreen makes, they have these numbers on the top, right? If you have the right shit. Yeah, it has all these numbers on top, like 222, 223, 225, blah, 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 blah. You see all that shit, right?
The product code. Yeah.
Exactly, the item number. And then just as a hand note or a side note, they sleeve to each other with opposing numbers. So 226 sleeves in 228, 227 sleeves in 229, 229 sleeves in 231, etc., etc., etc. So the one that I tapped is what is that one? A 730 seconds, something like that, with the number 6. I sleeve in the next component here, and it makes a collar. As you can see here, that back up a little bit. Sorry, it makes this little collar that the head of the screw, which is it's like a low head socket cap screw, if you're looking for like a technical term. But that makes a resistance there. This exterior component sleeves over that after you turn it down just a hair. I mean, it's a little bit wide there, but if you I've been turning them down with the Dremel, and then you cap it with this little cappy plate here. And I'll show you what you can do. You then bury the screw inside, and you can
Turn it
control. Yeah, you can control.
and extend the length.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can
that.
control completely. So once that's buried in, the normal hinges that I make with all the regular pistons, they come with. They come, quote unquote. I make them. I make these hinge points where they just pivot on, and then so from that holds it in place, and you can just go in. You want the neck to be a little bit different. The screws, and it's this way, and it's hanging over here. You know, like it's awesome.
The
So
pterodactyl noise is important to the process. But
well, I'm making like a weird two-headed dino mech, so it works for what I'm doing right now. But that's kind of like what I'm doing as my prototype in a ham-fisted sort of explanation.
All right.
that was awesome.
That's pretty smart. I'll be honest with you. That's pretty fucking genius.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you how exactly I did that. So how did I keep that in the end? Yeah, I punched a plate out with this leather punch out of a piece of like 1 millimeter thick styrene, and then I drilled a hole in the center of it with a couple of pin vices to give me access with the Allen key. It's really just important to make sure that all the mating faces that are supposed to get glued together get glued together, and the ones that aren't don't. Yeah. So I'm going to keep doing this.
Let me ask you a really honest question here.
Lay it on.
And please don't take offense to this.
No.
Do you think you're overthinking this?
No, not in the least.
No? Okay.
I 100% back this level of over-engineering.
I don't think it's over-engineered at all.
No, I think it's fucking great. I'm not
As an engineer, I'm not allowed to weigh in on this conversation.
You get a lot of draw too, because these screws are, I think, like 3/4 of an inch deep, so I can get a lot of push out of a piston all the way, to here even, and it still is like completely strong with no. I mean, yeah, I could just glue it and make it a static thing, but I don't want to make static things. I want to make things that people can pose,
Sure.
If somebody wants to purchase a model or some sculpture or something that I build, I want them to be able to have their, own thing to it too.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I kind of do this stuff.
No doubt.
Yeah, just try to think of all things.
I got you.
Cool.
No, just honest question. Honest question. So.
Yeah, no, it's a good question.
Cool. I mean, it's a genius setup. I won't lie.
I have thought of a lot more complicated things. Trust me. It's pretty simple.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
This is the easiest thing I thought of.
Low-key bro builder action here.
That's one of them. I don't know.
this is the fourth setup, and this is by far the easiest.
You should see the other three.
Yeah. The first one wouldn't even fit in the room.
Yeah.
The third one became sentient, and it's outside.
Yeah.
Sentient. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, very cool stuff, man. We'll try to stall a little bit longer
No,
until
you're
we
good.
come back to you.
You're good. I just have to think of something more creative to talk about next time.
Just pull out anything.
Yeah,
Blew it on that one.
yeah.
I guess.
Just show us a try 1 through 3.
Oh.
There you go. Cool. All right, man. We'll check back in here in a little bit. Let's go back over to Fredry. Fredrish. Is it what did we say it was before?
Freddish.
A Freddish?
It's a Freddish.
A full-on Freddish?
God, I'm so mad about that.
Let's not make that a word, please.
Oh, it's too late.
It is.
It's too late.
That's a thing.
Oh man! All right.
Hashtag that's my Freddish.
Here.
And you know who's really gonna like that?
Adam.
Andrew.
Oh yeah.
I just gotta learn to spell first. But yeah.
Oh God.
Oh man.
But Adam will like it too. Yeah. Shout out to Team Awful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm adding very tiny details to this thing, and it's very annoying.
What are you adding to it?
All right. So not sure if they'll be able to see this, but okay. So these joint parts here, they come with like empty areas.
Okay.
If it wants to focus, probably not. Okay, well, yeah, it's all empty in there. So I am filling that up with little plastic rods.
Ah, okay.
Just to give it some more detail to it, just so it doesn't look so bad
Okay.
and empty. And yeah, so I'm just waiting for glue to set up on that before I trim that off. And I am adding some detail to the leg here, to the foot. So instead of having...
Are those like claws on top of the hoof or something?
No, I just raised detail. I'm gonna
Okay.
file it down so it doesn't look so sharp.
Oh, okay.
But all I had was this like triangle plastic here.
Ah, I gotcha. All right.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, little
Now,
details in there.
Those hinging arms, where do those come from?
They came from the No Name straight
Hey.
gun. It's like a separate option set that Bandai sells.
So all of those came in that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So all of these, and I think the Baldwin arms have that as well. And it also came with these little ball joints as well.
Interesting.
So different sizes.
Might have to pick me up some of those. I can see definite uses in these articulated arm things here.
Yeah. Yeah, because it has these single joints and it has double joints as well.
Now, do they twist? Is it like a? Do they twist around or do they stay? Yeah, that's kind of shit. But we can fix that.
They twist.
Yeah.
It's basically just the rod and socket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of shitty, but like I said, we can fix it.
Mhm.
Still very cool though. Awesome. So where are the next tentacles going?
Next tentacles. I don't know. I think I'm moving on to the skin next. Well, I need to. I'm gonna fill this in a little bit with skulls.
Okay.
But yeah, I have tentacles going all around the body here.
You should have tentacles wrapped around the skulls. Like have a mix of skulls and tentacles.
I thought about it, but I wanted it to look like it's coming out of like a void somewhere in its body.
The
So I'm
tentacles
gonna
will be coming out of that void.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it look like all these skulls and stuff are falling off of it. So where I have this set up, I'm just gonna have a trail of bloody skulls on the floor behind it.
Ah.
I was
Or
just
the
thinking-
tentacles could go into the void.
True.
That could be
Or-
creepy.
Or also out of the void coming little tiny skeleton claws that are opening the void so that the heads can fall out.
Hey now.
This is like the first time I'm actually trying sculpting, so I'm happy I got this far.
Or the skulls could be void skulls, and then when they crash on the ground, you can sculpt a little effect where it looks like they dissipate into like an ichor and ether.
This is rapidly turning into the greatest metal album of all time.
Let's get our t-shirts going, guys.
Yeah, man.
I'm into it.
Yeah,
Anyway, you
the more
gotta
I
live on the
notice
other
it,
side of the country. Dang it.
the more I want to keep it with a happy face like this.
No, the happy face is great.
The happy face makes it.
Especially like pinning down the other bear and like one
He's
arm
just-
up over his head. He's just,
Yeah, he's just so happy to have a new friend that'll
great.
join him into the void for eternity.
It's giving me like a real Star Time vibe.
I'm totally gonna watch Into the Void later. By the way,
It's not that great. That movie kind of sucked.
Wow.
If anyone can find it, watch Star Time.
Okay.
Star time.
Start.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, this is just some other details I've added so far, just like little events and stuff. So didn't want it to look too plain.
Okay. Very cool.
I still like it.
I like it.
I think we overwhelmed Freddie with the sculpting suggestions.
Yeah, too much BS. My apologies.
Because I can't sculpt, and this is the first time I'm actually trying to sculpt
You can't
something.
sculpt yet.
Yeah, you could have effing fooled us.
You're
Yeah.
sculpting already, thus
Okay.
you're a sculptor.
Right.
This
It looks
thing
like it's working.
by itself, all the little skin flap things, took like
Uh-huh.
an hour or two.
So
Dude, the thinner the media, the harder it is to work with for sculpting, for real. Like the flaps, fabric, that kind of stuff, it's really tricky. Like the
Yeah.
fact that you can tell what it's supposed to be is a really good first shot.
and
I don't recommend sewing to
congratulations,
anybody.
you congratulations, you effing care about what you're doing.
Yeah, right.
You took time. That's not a bad thing, bro. I think that's
Yeah,
a
I don't
good
know
thing.
if this is actually gonna pick it up, but like a lot of since this whole entire back skull was pretty empty. When I added it, I just added I rolled out a sheet of the Magic Sculpt,
Mhm.
and just folded it over, and then kind of pushed it into the skull, and some areas started separating. I don't know if you could. It's really hard to tell because it's fucking light. I need a new light.
That's good.
No, Freddie, can you hear me?
Hey!
There you go. All right.
Listen,
Back from the void himself. Speak of the
Talk about
devil.
all right.
Like a tentacle.
So, how much does that thing weigh, man? That thing weighs like 2 pounds.
The head's pretty heavy.
Good one, man.
Like,
Got
luckily,
some
I
grip
built
to it.
the new joint in the neck. I used one of the ball and sockets here from that set. Rebuilt the neck joint. Goes into the head like that. It's a lot sturdier. It doesn't flop down like the other one used to. But yeah, it's mostly all resin, so it's heavy as fuck right now.
Hey, as long as you can get it to stand and hold the creepy pose and everything, that's all that matters, right?
It's not going to stand. It's basically going to hold itself up on this guy's neck.
Well, I mean, hey, we all need a little help from our friends sometimes, right?
Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
integral basing. I'm into it.
I think they call it spotting. Yes.
Bro, can you spot me?
Can you spot me in the void, bro?
Oh my, good stuff.
Oh man, so yeah, I just need to trim some of these detail parts because I don't know if you can tell, but they're sticking out so much. It's really limiting how far it can move forward.
Yeah.
I need to trim all that down. Yeah, fun times.
Awesome.
Just need to finish this, and then next part will be the actual more putty work.
Okay. Excellent.
William, he's asking if this thing is going on a diorama straight out of Aliens. No, this is gonna be more demonic than Aliens.
Yeah. Think Stranger Things.
Yo, that's coming up soon, isn't it?
It really
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
July 4th.
About 2 weeks.
For real?
oh man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
July
I
4th.
gotta watch that show.
I gotta watch it all before Anime Expo. Damn it. All right.
The night
Yeah.
before.
The night before.
Yeah. You can do it. Power through.
Who's that really tired girl at the Bluefin booth? Oh, that's Tex.
You normally have bags under her eyes like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
All right. Well, good stuff here, Freddie.
It will be in a little bit once I get the putty work going.
It's looking creepier and creepier every time we see it.
That's what I'm going for.
And I mean that as a compliment. Awesome. All right. So just real quick, since Mikkel has graced us with his presence, let's go over to him. Mikkel, introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're working on, buddy.
I go by Maverick 176 on Instagram, Maverick Warehouse, and Facebook. Right now, I'm working on the TR 124 Hazel 2. I got this kit from what's it called, from Andrew, little Andrew.
Oh, Lil A?
Hope he's watching.
Breaking Sad,
Yeah.
Andrew.
Hope he's watching. Yeah.
well, oh,
Hope he's watching.
Breaking sad.
My
little
my little son.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is like my first high grade in a year.
Oh,
You
I was going to ask you if it was a
since we
master
did.
grade, high grade.
I got what's it called? I got the high grade that bootlegged one from what's the name of that fucking company that QQ Cube, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I got that. Yeah, I was like snapping that thing like halfway through early this year because I got it for I think it's like $15 from Samuel Decal
Okay.
because he had a couple of damaged boxes. Man, the plastic on that thing trying to assemble that thing is horrible, man. most of the plastic like popping out. Trying to squish things together and it keeps popping out. I mean, it was just horrible. It's horrible. I mean, you really have to dedicate time in order to make that thing fit properly.
Right.
So then that time I do not have. So just gotta stay in the box for the next 4 years.
Nice. So what do you
So
got planned
that's
for this?
what I'm doing. Plus, I'm having a angry orchard because I'm still angry.
Oh, there you go.
hey.
Got that rosé.
Nothing. Just gonna be, those the huge, the huge color things that you got.
Right.
Oh yeah, that rosé, son. with a with a shot of there we go. So what's it called? So I'm trying to use that the Eugen whatever fuck Tim was working on. So I'm gonna use that color onto this kit.
Oh,
so,
nice. The chroma flare,
let's
right?
see how that goes.
Yeah.
Straight up snap and yeah. So how that's gonna work on this.
Nice.
And then enter it on BWC and see if I can go all the way to Japan.
There you go.
And start groping people and puss and shit. No, so. Anyways, no, but what's it called? Nah, just just playing around with paint and shit. Just
That's
playing
awesome,
with paint.
man.
I don't enter GBWC no more. That's played out.
We were admiring the wood floor samples that you had
what?
laying around earlier. I said we were admiring the wood floor samples that you had laying around earlier.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well,
Basement's looking good
right here, man. Like the floor is I just laid the floor this afternoon. I just laid the
did you?
I just laid the floor this afternoon.
It looks great.
Yeah.
So you're staying hydrated?
I've been. So what?
I said I see you're staying hydrated. There's a bunch of water there.
Yeah, man. And I still got more work to do too. So
Yeah, sure.
I gotta put in the doors. The bathroom is already almost halfway finished. So yeah, man.
One step at a time, dude.
Home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it'll be cool when you get done with it.
But yeah, so So yeah, man. So those what's it called? Those colors for Komodo. So I'm gonna use those on this kit and see how that goes.
Nice.
That's gonna be like my first time ever using those type of holographic type paints. So
yeah,
it's out of my comfort zone. So let's see how that goes. And even working on that high grade, it's out of my comfort zone. This thing is too tiny for my hands. I know how people work on HGs, man.
That was my world for a while.
I'm feeling that right now. Tiny shit.
I think I'm through all the rest of my high grade kits. I don't have any left.
Well, I got another one here that I need to put together that I got from Andrew too. So that's for another night. So
that's all right though. That's
yeah. Yeah, so let's see how this one. What's it called? Little Andrew did the favor to acquiring this one for me. So if you ask for Little Andrew for something, he'll come through. He'll bitch and moan, but he'll come through.
Oh man, good old Little Andrew, right?
I know he's disappeared, man. I haven't heard from him in days.
Oh shit, I heard from him earlier today.
He won't shut up. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Maybe he's avoiding you, dude.
Well, even better.
He owe you money? Oh man, good stuff, Mikkel. We'll check back in here in a little bit, man. All right. Let's go back over to Chris.
Hey.
What do we got going on, man?
All right, so the boring stuff that I'm doing is I'm doing the checklist to see if all the resin parts are
the work.
Here. Yeah, so really exciting stuff. But I guess I'll show you guys the other thing I'm working on. So the last episode I was in, I showed you guys the Jagged Mirage. So I've kind of been working on some of the parts, some of the bigger parts.
Jeez, jumped up Christ. What the hell is that?
This is the, I believe it's a rocket launcher that goes in the back. So like all these like little rows right here, circles, kind of just rescribing some of these pieces because you can see like it's pretty rough, like right there. And, kind of a lot of very uneven surfaces. There's like a big slip right here for some reason. I don't know if that's a part of the mold or not, but
no, yeah, just because it's hollow.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid to me.
Solid? Well, maybe it could just be a well just from the mold being old. It depends on how thick the mold is, if there's any sort of back or anything like that. But
yeah. I mean, it could just be shrinkage over time too. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
So pretty old. So, yeah, just kind of been working on some of these pieces.
What is the scale on that?
This is a 1/100. So here's the
1/100?
cannon. There's another part I've been sanding.
What the hell?
So
I mean, I
wonder
remember
how big
we
the
were
real
showing
thing
this off
was.
before, but I was shitty drunk, and I don't like this is insane.
Yeah.
yeah. So kind of just working on some of these seams, like kind of going through the motions, kind of considering my life choices. And
Why do you
Take
this
a
job?
number, buddy.
yeah, kind of wondering what the hell I'm doing with my life at this point.
Cheers,
thinking-
bro. Drink to that.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. But yeah, like just all of this stuff, man. Here's
You're working on components that are the size of my prop components. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
like
it's-
one to
I was
one.
gonna say that's a 1/1 cheese grater. If anybody asks.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Tex wasn't
The
here
big
when,
block of
when he was
Parmesan.
showing this
It's like a 2-to-1 cheese grater. What the
Oh, that thing's a monster.
Yeah, this thing is. I mean, I mentioned it before, but once this is all complete, it should be, I think, 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So portable isn't in that description, is it?
No, it is not. It is not a portable thing at all. It's what's crazy is the main unit itself is the size of a perfect grade. So
Yeah.
I don't know, like a couple of inches tall, but the backpack is 6 feet. I think 6'2". I don't know, something like
That
that.
is fucking ridiculous.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yo,
it's-
how much did you pay for
I
that?
could fit in that backpack.
This is a commission piece. So this is for somebody else. So again, questioning my life choices here. But
I just want to jump in and say I'm very envious of that.
of what, this or your
Speaking of tentacle envy.
it's got the length and girth that you need. But from what I know, from what he's told me, I think he roughly paid around anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000.
Yeah.
for this kit.
That seems about right.
Yeah. So yeah, this was even before shipping it from. I think he got it from Hong Kong. And
Yeah.
I think he said he paid around $350 just to ship it over here.
I remember that
Yeah.
part. I did not catch the 6 Gs for the kit. That's
Yeah. So I
insane.
mean, no pressure or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right. You're good.
I can just get replacement parts or whatever. You just snap this in half.
No, just make them.
yeah, just make
Just
why
whip
not?
up a little Oyamaru. You're good to go, man. Don't stress.
It'll be okay. Yeah, it'll be all right.
All of a
but
sudden, every financial decision I've considered in the past 24 hours means nothing.
no, this is such like an enabler. Like, you know, this guy spent $6,000 on this thing, man. You can spend $120 on whatever.
Yep.
But,
Oh, give
But
me
yeah,
this
so-
number.
but yeah, so this is pretty much it's taken up a chunk of my time, I guess. Like any free time I have not working on personal projects or, you know, real life stuff has been pretty much been on this thing. So hopefully once I'm still trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna paint this thing, because like this is my photo booth, my paint booth, and I mean it does
One of
not
those?
fit.
Like nearly identical. That's amazing.
You may
Yeah.
just want to get like one of those spray tan booths. Those
I
pop-up
might
ones.
have to. There's an inflatable one for like maybe I think $300 that you can put in your garage and just inflate it up. And
Have you got any
There you
like?
go.
Or just take it to a body shop and have
Yeah.
them paint it for you.
Well, no, I mean for real. If you have any mechanic friends, if you could
Mhm.
borrow their spray booth for a minute, like that's what
Yeah.
I do if I'm
Yeah.
going to work on
Yeah.
anything big.
Yeah, you know what the messed up thing is too is as big as this thing is, this isn't even the biggest piece.
No, it's not.
I
It's
believe that for.
No,
Yes.
the backpack is 6'2". What is
Yeah.
that?
6 feet 2 inches.
That's like a strut in the leg, right? Like, that's nothing. I know it's something else, but I'm just joking.
I don't even know anymore, man. Like I there's so many parts to it, it's insane. Like the rope, like the main unit itself is also ridiculously detailed.
Yeah.
Do you
so
put the
many-
thing together with lag bolts? Like, how do you hold together a 6-foot tall resin skull?
So it actually comes with 8 like
Glue tack.
heavy steel stands.
Okay.
that have, like one second.
So yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, this is a 5-star story kit.
Mhm.
So it's what is it? The Yak Mirage is the mech name, and it's insanely detailed, and it
So they all come with like these massive
Yeah.
screws.
oh
that,
yeah,
you screw into the stand and then you screw into the actual backpack, and that should technically keep it all together.
So yeah, that's essentially like a truss rod, which you would
Yeah.
find in the neck of a guitar.
Right.
Yeah, it's just basically a stabilizing bolt to hold it down. It'll work, but
I was gonna say, at what point do you just not consider rebar as an option?
I'm
Yeah,
whenever
no, I
I'm
mean,
sanding this thing, I'm constantly considering it because here's another
Okay.
piece right here.
Yeah, that's the main.
Yeah, this is the biggest pain in the ass because the seam line is right on this curve right here,
Mhm.
and it is deep. Like
It's a good thing that thing is so big because I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Holy cow.
It's pretty insane. I mean, the detail's great though. I mean, you see like all
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's going to be super fun to paint when you get to that point, but holy shit, the engineering
Yeah.
on this is going to be.
But boy, are you gonna cry before that. Yeah.
this part right here is, I mean, right now I'm just like again, life option. So,
Mhm.
kind of wondering what I kind of have to. I'm still figuring out like the whole process. I figured I might as well work on the main unit first, and then deal with the backpack later. But then again, that's kind of being kind of taking the lazy option. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll figure that out.
Dude, honestly, if it was me, I'd figure out the engineering first.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna hate yourself if you paint something first and then you have to re-engineer some shit.
Yeah, if you have to drill something out and add a fastening component. Like, if you ever have questions, like I know a lot about hardware. I'm a bit of a hardware fetishist, and I might be able to.
Yeah,
well, there's a lot of modern options out there that you may be able to use if you want to like be able to put this thing together and take it apart a bunch of times. So I may be able to spitball some ideas. But if you ever have any question, just DM me. It's totally
cool. For sure, man. I think I definitely need that because I mean, like the biggest thing I've ever painted is a perfect grade. So it's a little bit bigger than that. So.
Yeah, and the worst thing is like not being able to take something apart and put it back together.
I'm trying to think if you can like rig something up with like Tafcon or Anchor, like.
No, I wouldn't even need to go that far, but I know what you're saying, Tex. You're on the right path. Yeah. You're anchoring ideas right on the money. So yeah,
Well,
there's hardware for it though.
The other thing I'm thinking of is heavy duty N52 magnets.
That too.
With like 25, 50 pound pull strength. Those will hold it like nobody's business.
I'm thinking you just hire somebody to hold it in place forever at this point.
I mean, if this guy can afford $6,000 for this thing, I'm sure he can afford somebody to hold it for the rest of his life. So.
Right.
So let me ask you, so how are you going to ship that out, though? That shit is huge.
So I mean, me and this guy are pretty. I mean, we're pretty good friends at this point. I've done work for him before, so he's constantly in my area anyway. So he's planning. I mean, I'm planning to just. I guess he wants to keep the box, so I guess I'll kind of fill it up with shaving foam and then just ship it out, or not ship it out, but we have it in there for storage until.
Right, and he'll pick it up, right?
The catch is that it's leaving, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way I am shipping this, man. I am not. I am not a big fan of USPS or anything.
That's one of those local pickups only. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I am not about to ship this off. It's just way too heavy, way too big, and yeah, the amount of time I've already put into this thing, and it's not even. I haven't even scratched the surface, literally. So.
Anybody who breaks into your house, you can just whack them with that shit.
Right?
It is ridiculously heavy. Like, god damn, dude. It's so heavy, and it blows my mind like how much resin like was kind of poured into this mold to make this thing. So, and it's one giant piece too. It's not
somebody sacrificed a whole lung to cast that thing, man.
You're right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Think about the builds that we've seen on Mechanism here. You got this monster. You got Mike Wine's 1/20th Valkyrie. Yeah. You've got Freddy's tentacles. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
We're all over the place.
All over the place.
Right?
We gotta diversify. So
just some insane builds, man.
Diversify your bonds.
Diversify your builds.
Bills. Yes, diversify your bills.
There you go.
That is
there's a D there.
There's a joke she was making.
Womp womp.
Yeah. So
we're gonna have a talk later.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
Cool.
Oh man, Chris, this is really cool, dude.
Yeah, I'm hoping it turns out cool. I mean, you guys will probably won't see the end result for a while, but I'll whenever I'm on the show, I'll always show this like where it's at or whatever. So, well, I'll keep you guys updated.
Well, I know Tuzaku2, he was asking what does the kit look like when complete? Thomas, just look up 1/100 scale Yacht Mirage Twin
Hold on.
Towers.
The Twin Towers.
Yeah, that's its nickname. It's
We can always
manual right
reference.
here handy just to.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good bathroom read. You know, if you're in the can.
Oh, do you have the manual? Yeah.
you can reference the Brian Watch 2019 episode if you're curious about any information on it.
That is true.
Let's see here. So,
All right.
I mean, I guess this is the best picture I can give you guys. But again, you can always just look it up. That is like the Canon.
Oh Christ! Yeah, look at that.
There.
Wait, is it 6 foot tall or 6 foot long?
Both. They
Both.
hinge.
They hinge.
Yes.
This thing's fully articulated.
yes.
Which fucking bad word, but just it's stupid. Just stupid.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all this detail right here, kind of.
It's gratuitous.
It is very it is very 5-star stories if you're familiar with those designs.
Yep.
It's like, just stick this on, it'll be okay. Sure.
That appeals to a very specific person. Yes.
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, that's
it is insane.
Yeah.
Very
5-star insanity.
Right?
Insanity. Not even the story.
And all 5-star story designs are just kind of out there.
And they're gorgeous, mind you.
Yes.
That's why they are,
God.
because they're out of there. They're out there.
Yeah.
Very
Think
organic, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, think like high fashion mixed with giant mechanized robots.
I'm trying.
a lot
Sorry.
of
That's basically 5-star stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could never see the show and still know exactly what it is if you're in tune enough with just Mecha in general.
Yeah. All you got to show is somebody just a high heel on one of these mechs, and 5-star stories. Yeah, done. Easy.
It's like Dara's GBWC build with them heels.
Nice. All right.
I think I bought a pair of shoes that look like that, honestly.
That's awesome.
Probably have more than one, don't you?
I'm not allowed to comment. Yeah.
Oh man, Chris, dude, this is always impressive, man.
I hopefully it comes out as nicely as I'm hoping it to. But keep you updated.
Hell yeah, you got this. The kit's in good hands.
It's in hands, yes.
Nice.
It's in some hands.
I am
Nice.
holding it.
Oh man,
I am
Barely.
holding it.
I'm barely holding it. So.
only dropped it twice.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh,
Oh,
babe,
man.
I only dropped the kid twice. Yeah. Okay.
He was cross-eyed before I dropped him. Shut up.
He gets
You're
the other side of the family.
Come on.
I'll have you know it was a blank resin kit when you picked it up. So.
You didn't even notice I swapped him out for the scale model.
Oh man, good stuff, Chris. We're gonna check back in with you in a little bit. We're gonna go over to Phil. What are you working on there, Philly?
Let's see. I drilled out the sides of this hip thingus that sits on the front of the Jinx.
It's the hip thingus.
The hip thingus, yeah.
The hip fingers.
I don't know.
Many new wordages.
I'm old. It's I drilled that out and
You're not that old.
I stuck in. I cut up some sprue and jammed that in there, and that fits the shoulder sockets. So I just
Wait, are we talking to Freddie or are we talking to Phil?
I just stuck a little bit of putty in the holes that I drilled out, and then bored out a little bit with my X-Acto knife, and then shoved the sprue through the hole into the putty, and then anchored that with super glue to speed up the drying time a little bit. And this is an ugly join right now. This isn't going to be what it actually looks like right now. I'm just trying to get those things anchored. And since I'm using a poly cap to do that, I'm kind of having to reinforce it a little bit to make sure that that doesn't get all weird with the glue.
Yeah,
So-
essentially what we're looking at here is your 3-dimensional groundwork. Right?
Yeah, eventually I'm just going to build this whole section out, and I'll probably just like sculpt a box around because this has another section that comes on the back here. I'll probably just end up kind of sculpting like some kind of polygon flat shape around here that I can stick some bits onto, maybe some pipes. Just to like I said, I want to bulk this part out more to make it look like there's actually enough space for the components that would be needed to run servo motors that big or whatever. So it'll take some doing, but that like this will actually be probably one of the more complicated parts of the whole thing. But right now I'm basically just trying to get the parts anchored where I want them and then build some shapes in there. I'm going to keep the outsides of the arms flexible so I can do some stuff with the hands. I remember when I first drew up the design for this thing, Tim, you'd mentioned something about somebody that makes good articulated hands for HGs.
Yeah.
So I need to get that info from you again.
Yeah, dude.
Didn't write
Definitely.
it down. But yeah, I want to get a hold of some of those so I can play around and do some fun stuff with the hands. And I'm still staying open to the concept of doing like mudra gestures or something with the hands. But for now, as long as everything like looks like it fits together, I'm calling that good. And at least I can move ahead with like the actual building stuff and leave the fancy stuff for last. So that's what I did since you talked to me last.
Now, let me ask you this: is this going to be articulated, or is this going to be a fixed pose when you're done?
I'm there. There's some of it's going to have to be fixed just for engineering reasons. Like these shoulders, I could, I suppose, take the time to make a rotating shoulder socket in an HG, but I'm not gonna. And so those are going to be fixed as far as that goes. But out here in the forearms, I'm going to leave that able to be moved and make that, especially if I get the fancy hands, I want those to be movable too.
Okay.
So like I'm probably going to do that with all the shoulders, just like fix the shoulders where they're at. So the arms are going where I want them to be going just for the geometry of the design and the composition.
Right.
But anything that I can leave flexible, I want to, because I like that. So
nice. Okay.
I always worked in miniatures my whole life. So like the fact that these things can move is still like fun and different to me. So
right.
Trying to keep it to where anything that I can keep movable is movable, but anything that needs to be the way it is for the original design to work, that I'm going to make fixed.
Gotcha. So, now, last time you showed us, because you showed us this in drawing form.
Yep.
Have you given any thought to like presentation, like a base or a backdrop or anything?
Yeah, I think we actually talked about it a little bit when I showed it off too, but let me see if I've still got my reference stuff here. Yeah. I actually have a picture of Tamdrin in here now that I think of it, but at least I can find something that's along the lines of what I'm trying to do. I think that's actually him. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Hang on, let me flip this around.
Rock glare.
Yeah, sorry, let me move around here. Whoop. Still bad. God damn.
So Phil, do you have like a color scheme like planned out, or are you still kind of?
Yeah, I'm actually going to work with something really similar to this. The particular version of this deity that I'm referencing is the Black Tamdrin. And so I'm going to do like I think a red and black color scheme. There's like 3 different color schemes that this guy is usually represented in. There's a black, a red, and there's another one, just because, especially with Buddhist art, there's a lot of crossover between like the Hindu, the Tibetan, the Indian, the Hindu, the Tibetan, and the other regions of Asia. I'm not a scholar, guys. I'm sorry.
Now, just real quick, Phil, is that like a stripper monster off to the right of that?
Which one? Over here?
The one in the pink, yeah.
Kind of pinkish with the white.
Yeah.
Again, guys, you're gonna have to give me a little bit of leeway there because I don't completely understand this stuff. I'm kind of learning as I go.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I know some of the more major deities just because of like tattooing and having to learn that stuff. But yeah, a lot of the like minor guys are like interchangeable between different stories and they're kind of hard to make out.
Sure.
Anyway, the idea that I've got is to do something a lot like this, where we've got kind of like this like blood foam everywhere on the ground and like fire and smoke in the background. The Black Tamdrin in particular has like really fiery wings.
Nice.
And so I'm going to be trying to do something kind of like that, where these wing assemblies that I've been I took them apart. Anyway, the wing assemblies that I made out of these Jinx boosters, they're if you look at the post I made on Instagram, it'll give you an idea of the kind of shape that they're supposed to be in. But I'm going to try and get that to where they kind of interact and separate some of the like cloud background or whatever.
But are you gonna give them a horse? Because I saw a horse in that picture.
They're different. Again, that's one where the black and the red Tamdrins have different relationships to horses. A lot of times, this guy is represented with like 3 faces facing different directions, and he's wearing a horse for a headdress. But sometimes he's riding a horse. He's like the Lord of Cavalry in the protector deity stuff.
So you're saying no matter what, there'll be a horse in here somewhere?
I'm probably gonna have to figure out some horse stuff. But
Yeah.
There are whole websites devoted to that. You don't have to do it.
Wow.
I mean, basically, it's many faces of Rohan.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah. The entirety of Asia is very happy for that breakdown.
You know, they just need more opportunities to hate me.
But that I don't know. I actually originally, because I've got 3 jinxes, and I was actually thinking about doing like 3 faces on the jinx, but like there's so much crush on the side with the shoulders being up high enough to get the geometry on the arms that I want, that's probably not going to work super great. And I just like the way jinx heads look by themselves anyway. I don't really want to mess with it. So I don't know. I might try and do some kind of headdress thing, or there's enough clearance on the backpack here, and the wings only take up so much. Like I could theoretically do like some kind of like mecha horse head that comes up in between the wing mounts. That could actually work. I don't know. It's still super early days on this thing, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I should have some kind of horse stuff in there. You're right.
That's what they always say. Have some kind of horse stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm always let down. You know, I show up and there's no horse.
It's like when they presented
in Gundam
as a script, they were like, great script.
There was a horse Gundam, right? The Master Gundam has a horse.
What's that called? And from G Gundam, yeah. Funsaki or Funasaki or some shit. I don't know.
Fusanaki?
That one, yeah. What you said.
Horsey.
Horsinaki.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. For now, I'm mostly worried about composition stuff or whatever. But once everything's actually solid, then that'll open up a lot more like what little details can I put in now, kind of things.
Nice.
It's super impressive.
Yeah,
I'm
excited about this one.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's weird, and while I've been building it, I've been kind of kicking myself for not just buying some MGs instead, because it would make it a lot easier on my hands. But on the other hand, like I actually kind of like the way the HG Jinx looks better than the MG Jinx for some reason.
Okay.
Like I don't know what it is. It just looks a little different, and I like it better. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but it's gonna be fun. So.
Shit. With all the parts and everything you got to put into it, it might be easier with the high grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's I'm having fun so far. So
nice.
That's what it's about. What it's all about.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's looking pretty cool. I like it. I'm excited about it. So keep it up, dude.
I appreciate you guys saying so. Thanks very much.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
with him. It looks fucking great. I like from the beginning when I saw that on Instagram. I thought the sketch looked great. The concept looked good. Even before I saw the sketch. We're right on, buddy. Keep going.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, everybody. That's really cool.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
And if you guys aren't following, follow Phil Builds stuff.
For pictures of my kid.
Word.
Well, I mean,
we love Nora. Get out of here.
All right, good deal, Phil. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. Let's go over to Tex. What are we working on there?
Well, we mere mortals are just scraping off plastics to make parts fit.
We mere mortals.
That's all I'm doing. It's not great. It's not glamorous.
So what's the status on this build here? Because it seems like you're just taking your sweet old time with this thing, aren't you?
I really am, and that's one of my new things I'm trying to practice. You can't call it a resolution. Oh, you can call it a resolution. It's not a New Year's resolution. It's to like not rush through things. Take my time.
More like an affirmation.
Yeah, because it hasn't worked before, so I figured I might as well try it this way this time.
So what happened to the other myriad of builds like GBWC and all that?
Oh, those are upstairs in my room. Those I work on alone, so that I don't have to think about it.
Nobody sees those until they're done.
They're there. Also, I had to order the CS booster frame, and that's coming in soon. So I can't really do too much.
Did you get a chance to put together that ground type yet?
I've got the chest together. Thank you for asking.
Word. I just want to know what that's like. It looks like so much fun, and it
is. It's so much fun. It is. I shouldn't have watched a movie while I was doing it. I got stuck into the movie.
Which ground Gundam?
The SD. Actually, I bought 2. Let me get the box.
Oh, okay.
I want that thing so bad.
Oh, right.
It does
Yeah.
look
It's the
super
new
cool.
SDs,
I
right?
love the
Yeah.
details on that.
USA Gundam just got these in this week. So.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So this guy, the
That's
guy that
awesome.
we talked about on Gunpla Talk.
Did we?
Yeah. Well, Zach scrolled through it, and I went, "It's so cute."
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. So he's gonna get his GM head, which he has, and then I bought one of those. What's the one that I just bought, Phil? The 3 aquatic ones.
Oh, the that out of print SD Xeon suit aquatic.
Yeah, the out of print thing that I'm tearing to pieces. Yes, that's the one.
The high Gog, just the Gog, the Zagok, and the Ak guy, I think.
Yeah, so I'm taking the Ak guy head, and that's going to be my Medusa bit for the whole thing. So.
Oh, good. James is here to make us all feel lazy.
Yep. Prepare to feel inadequate.
I can get that for free.
I'm working on it, James. You should watch my prototype. I'll have you know.
Hello.
We have a new challenger.
Oh god.
All right.
Well, I thought I'd give you guys an hour to sort your shit out before I came in.
Yeah. I was just getting ready to say, well, it's good. It's been good talking with you guys. Let's go into the game.
How are we all, guys?
I'm clearly not pissed drunk enough.
Oh,
I should see the bottle of wine I have.
Honey, we can fix that.
Oh no, I've got a bottle of Antiguan rum in the fridge. I'm gonna go hit it again here in a
oh my God. All right.
You know, I do need a second beer. You're right.
There we
That's
go.
a good point. Where's my bottle of wine gone? See it somewhere.
I took it.
Well, all right. Well, good stuff here, Tex. Let's.
Thanks.
We might keep going. We might come back to you. We don't know.
You can keep going, Tex. It's all right.
No, I'm in the most baby stage possible. Like I don't. I'm just here because I obviously enjoy your all's company.
She said it.
You're all assholes.
Record it, quick, save it.
She said it.
Julio has it. Just ask him for it.
Yeah. Oh, it just goes to the clip. It's the best one on the clip. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, good stuff. All right. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and say hi to James.
Hello. Well,
so, James, introduce yourself to everybody who may not know you, and what are you working on? If we don't know already.
My name is James, also known as Nozaki Boy everywhere else. Currently, I'm working on my GBWC 2019 entry. So I've just been working on the diorama, so I've finished weathering the bulkhead, I guess you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be all water, and the river at the moment I'm just masking up my road surface so I can spray all the lines. So I've just been doing a world of research on the internet, trying to find the, what would you call it, the
dimensions of it.
Dimensions, like the standards. So I looked up Melbourne City Council website.
I like it.
And so if you're ever wondering, a 4-lane road, each of these lines should be 1.5 meters long, separated by 3 meters.
The superior measurements.
Imperial, no one cares about Imperial.
Yeah, pretty much.
Imperial's too inaccurate. So using my favorite tool I have, this is a 1 to 144 scale rule from a company called Display. I believe. This is the brand, if you were wondering.
Yeah.
You know, James, I pulled the
Spy
trigger
A or
on
something.
those frickin' godhand tweezers.
Oh, how good are they?
The best.
So good. But yeah, so yeah, no, I recommend the godhand tweezers. They make good fit. So, and also they're 100 mil wide as well. You got to make sure. And then the center line should be 200 mil
Was that
wide.
DSPIAE? Sorry.
Yes, sorry.
DSPIAE.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No
Just
worries.
look
But
look
yeah.
on Taobao and you'll find that brand all over the place.
I am not smart
Yes.
enough for that. Carry on, James.
Well, I just got my Taobao order in yesterday, which worked quite well for me.
AliExpress
Nice.
has it in a bulk, not in bulk, but like has the whole set.
Word.
But yeah, so aside from that, I've just been marking all the roads so I can get all that sprayed up. I'm slightly running out of time because I've only got 3 weekends left to get this all finished. So I finished weathering all the concrete, put the fences around the skate park. So yeah, I'm just currently working out my road markings for the car park along here. So another handy tool that I've been using to get accurate tape cuts for my little marks is the Infinity Easy Cutting Mats. These things are great.
Nice. Are those acrylic?
These are
so
awesome.
Seriously. It's in plastic, like acrylic, with the laser etch
Right.
recesses. So you just put your tape down, and your knife will fit in the grooves, and it just makes it easy to cut. So
cool.
There's also different types. So I think that is that one.
This is type B.
Yeah, this one's type A. So that's awesome.
Yeah, so I got type B because it's got like your millimeter squares, your 2 millimeter squares, but then it's also got the triangles and your circles.
Nice.
So really handy for cutting all sorts of masks. So, I mean, most of the time for this sort of stuff, I won't need it, but for cutting like my accurate crossing, I just needed a specific length and width of line. So I've just used that to cut them out. And then same with so that's for the car park separating line. It's just a tiny little T sort of design. So that's like 3 mil down and 2 mil across. So I just got to cut a few more of them to mark out the rest of the car parks here. And then we'll mark in more roads. And then I've been trying to find I found like the online, what do you call it? The dimensions for proper turning marks they paint on the ground too. So I got to draw one of them up and scale it and see how that goes, so I can paint all the concrete like proper road markings. It should be good fun. Taking a while.
I swear, if Australia has anything like, like the FBI or something like that, they're going to come looking for you for looking up all of this, like, municipal information and shit. I swear, yeah.
Sir, why do you have pictures of government buildings on your hard drive?
Yeah.
Well, that's if you saw the story, I made these aircon units on the top of this skyscraper building I was working on, and now I get I was looking at all different industrial aircon suppliers' websites to get their dimensions of everything, and then I was getting targeted Google ads for industrial aircon units. I'm I'm never actually going to buy these, but thanks.
Oh my god, man!
I actually got followed by a bathroom renovation website on Instagram after doing some DIY model flooring bullshit on there.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few of those on my personal IG account that I no longer use. I used to post a lot of my construction for cabinet making and stuff, and any timber things I was building, and it's always just creepily followed by companies that do that sort of thing. But you expect that sort of thing with Instagram.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know
So
that. I'm just stoked that somebody called Alternative Bathrooms follows me. That's pretty great.
Hey James, how's the
alternative
actual
being
kit
an
coming along?
alley?
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're talking about.
Sorry, I missed that.
How's the actual the kit coming along?
So it's currently here. I sent it off to a friend to get their review on it. So I sent them high quality photos, and they got the red pen out and told me I was shit. So I've pretty much gone back and stripped it all down.
That's a
In the
real friend
process,
right there.
process of like sanding it all back and fixing a few little fuck ups I made, or a few little errors that weren't the best. So I'm pretty happy. Like the sleeves came out rather well though.
Oh yeah, those look good.
Yeah.
And then same with the so the one on the front of the gun.
You put sleeves on the gun.
Yeah, it's got to match, man. Like,
Yeah, accessorizing style. Man.
Oh my god,
That's awesome.
Thought of
so we got the
everything.
gun sleeves. We got like the actual sleeves of the wrist.
right, right.
Then where's the chest? The chest is the fun part. So there's the
That turned out really nice.
so that's the recast of the Sinanju using the like Armature and just resin. I like recast the RG Sinanju's chest piece because I didn't really want to sacrifice that chest piece for this when I'm going to just build that Sinanju at some point. So
That's smart.
that came up, and then that's the sword as well,
Man.
which is nice and narcissistic by putting my own name in it.
Oh,
Nice.
that's brilliant.
And then
Sword
that's
has
got
a
this.
sleeve too.
That's also got the sleeve detail in it that I had to sit there with a little chisel
Oh my
and
god.
scrape away.
Nice.
That's great.
So yeah, it's a bit of work, but I've got to go back and pretty much sand everything and repaint it all. I pretty much had finished painting, and he's like, "Oh, this bit's a bit like sketchy. This bit's a bit like not neat enough." And I'm like, "Oh man." So I got to go back and keep at it because I would like to try to win gold again this year, or try to get it for once. It's been a while.
You got the time. Do it.
So I've got 3 weekends to smash as much of this out as possible. So hopefully next weekend I'll be able to pour the resin for the water. If I can get that done, and I've still got to wire up all the street lights too. So like a world of little street lights I need to put around and wire up, and yeah, a lot of work. It's good fun though.
You gonna get it done?
Maybe.
No, you said yes. Yes, you will get it done.
Hopefully.
No.
Oh man.
I'm like pretty much the missus is like gone out, and she's like, "I'm going out drinking. Do you want to come?" I'm like, "I would love to, but I'm gonna sit at home and be a nerd."
Wait till after I realize I'm not going to finish it. Then I'll come drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that Japan trip was very poorly timed to get this thing finished.
Oh, I can imagine, right? Jesus.
But it is what it is.
So, just real quick, James, I couldn't
Yeah,
help but notice on your paint rack back there, that little robot over there on the left. Is that what I think it is? Yep.
So in AutoCAD, I sat there and drew a 3D of the Daft Robo's logo that you designed.
Oh my god, that's awesome! Look at that.
So
That's great.
I then printed it out. So I've got to print a couple more and send Shane a few of these.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But yeah, so
That's really cool, man. That's really, really cool.
doesn't really stand on his own.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's okay.
Something about tiny leg. No, he does. He's all right. But yes, no, there is one. The only problem is I hate filament printers because everything comes out really liney and looking like shit.
Yeah.
Like the quality of my printer is terrible, but I think that's just more the settings I have it set to because I can't be stuck trying to learn it because I don't like them.
Nice. Oh man, but it's still cool, man. It's still really cool that you did that. That's awesome.
So yeah, no, he just looks over. But aside from that, no, that's not much else has really progressed too far on this. Nothing too exciting.
Gotcha. Well, it's looking good, man.
Thanks, sir.
Absolutely. Looks like Clem came in here with us. So let's check back. Let's go over to Clem. Say hi to him. Hi, Clam.
Hey guys,
What are you working on?
putting together my airbrush after washing it.
Oh, fun.
I'm lubing up my airbrush. Just
Gotta lube up the tools.
yes.
Ooh,
Don't get too
That sounds-
excited.
why not?
I mean, Freddie kind of likes that.
Well, it is Freddy.
It's just Freddish.
It's Freddie.
Boom pop.
Everything's a Freddish.
Oh, Freddish is definitely happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andrew's in here. Andrew, are you still in here? Are you still in the room?
He was around before.
Yep, there's Andrew. All right. So Andrew, for those watching, little Andrew, our favorite minion, we've coined a new term here, Andrew. It's Freddy's fetish. It's Freddish. So we expect to make that happen. We need memes and hashtags tomorrow. Okay, so let's get on that.
Andrew can't make
Tomorrow.
memes.
Do it now.
We need 29 minutes from now.
I mean, trying to give the kid a realistic expectation over here, you know.
Yeah, I was telling him timeline, 29 minutes.
There you go.
If we set the bar low, he will continue to impress us.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look, he's got it.
What's been going on since I left and went to dinner? Well, technically, I didn't really actually join the chat. I left before you guys went live. So
Yeah, you were just hanging out beforehand. So, you know what? We looked at Freddy's fetish build. We looked at Chris's gigantic commission, and
I'm glad that's what you said instead of something else. So
what's that?
I'm glad that's what you said instead of something else. But
Wow, trying to keep.
His what?
show my huge what now? All right.
Yeah. We helped Mikkel with his sound settings, with his microphone settings, and what else? We looked at what's that?
is he our new Mike Wine?
No.
Damn it!
We actually fixed Mike.
I know. We did
Mike
fix
got
Mike.
fixed, yeah. But we helped out Mikkel. He's good to go too. And we saw Phil's kind of crazy looking Jinx kind of Tibetan god build, which is pretty damn awesome. And and Tex is just kind of slacking ass on her build, so
Yeah.
Well,
nothing crazy.
she is a lady.
Oh my god.
It's what I keep trying to tell people.
Well, you know, that's
not
after the
mine again,
operation,
man. Look at
so it's all good.
I paid a lot of money for that.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
just gonna hope that the silence hangs in the air a little bit. 'Cause
I got you.
It just
But
the silence sets the mood.
it's with Tex and I, it's just been a running gag for a while, right?
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
It's a joke amongst,
Not really.
amongst friends. He's like, it's not fair, actually.
Nice. So what do we got going on here, Clem? What are you working on there, buddy?
So I'm in the middle of painting my dome.
Okay.
Oh, that out of box.
Okay.
That outer box build.
Yes, my out of box build is
I
in
can't
the
wait
middle.
to start customizing. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm looking forward to customizing this, but I figure, I'm not that skill level yet, so I'm just gonna out of box this.
You're so right. You are so right.
Son of a bitch, it's gone.
Uh-oh.
My dignity.
Oh, my
And
dignity is a
humanity.
little bit bigger than the piece that I just dropped, but not by a lot.
So I'm gonna go run and get something I just pulled out of my dehydrator. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, we'll check in on Armida and see what she lost here.
I've got an answer, but I don't think it's very appropriate to say on stream.
Wow.
That's all right.
So the inside of one of my girls' little, I'm going to call them ears.
What?
Somewhere in a crack in this concrete in the garage, and I've got to go find it.
Oh, that's not good. Get the flashlight.
Spelunking time. Don't have any flashbacks to the descent.
Why couldn't I drop a piece before I had a couple drinks? What the fuck?
All of a sudden, Tex comes back. She's covered in mud and blood.
I got it.
No, but I survived.
Jesus.
Okay, actually, I found it and I flipped it out, and now it's gone again.
Oh God. So you found it and lost it a second time.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
That's skill.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, there's that
I'm
landing.
just gonna stay down here.
Just wow.
Oh, I found it. All right,
Woo! Don't lose it again.
great. Put a
she
low jack
loses
on that
again.
thing.
Low jack. Nice. Take it back to the 90s. Put a low jack on.
I'm in.
All right. Oh,
Yeah, do they
man.
still sell those things?
My
Yeah.
car came with one. I told him to take the money off because I didn't ask for it.
Gee.
Car gone. Car gone.
Well, good. Glad you found it. Let's go back to Clem here and see.
Yes, please change the
What-
camera.
What did you get off the printer here, Clem?
Please
Show us.
hide
Huh?
that shit.
No, this is my
Out of the hydrator.
This,
Oh,
this-
dehydrator. I thought you
my
said
out of box dome. See
Oh,
it?
your dome.
Ah, the
Right.
dough.
Just letting you know how I feel. So, can you guys actually tell the difference between these two colors?
Well,
My ass is colorblind.
Well,
yes.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to look at it with your ass, you're never going to see a thing.
Wow.
It's called the third eye. Come on.
Badoompa.
It's the old brown eye. Wow, very subtly, but yes.
Yeah.
You can actually tell a difference.
Yeah, very subtly, but yeah.
Okay,
It looks
so
the same to me.
aside from different base coats, well, actually, no, it's the same base coat. Crap. Yeah, they're different. They're supposed to be different colors, but they're off by a slight shade. And I actually
Yeah.
found a Mr. Color, two
Very,
different
very light.
colors that look almost identical.
Could you hold them both completely over the board? There's so much green stuff around them that it's like casting
just
them
Like
on the
shadow
monitor.
versus light. Yeah.
It
Well,
also,
I'm colorblind, so
not that it matters, but it seems like the
You know, the other one
larger
looks
unit.
lighter.
It seems like the leg unit is a greater sheen to it, like a higher gloss.
I feel
Wow.
like the leg
Uh,
has a little bit more green or gray blue in it too, but that's just on my monitor, man. I don't know.
my ass is colorblind. So, like I said, my eyes are also colorblind too.
Well, maybe you'll get a colorblind whoever's judging this. So
I don't.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No one's
It's not
gonna
any
judge
color. It's not
this.
going to
Are you
win
kidding me?
anything.
It is such an incredibly subtle color difference, though.
It's supposed to be, and I mean, I took a screenshot off the damn game, and when I used GIMP to pull the color number, the hex number off of it,
Andrew?
and threw them online and did a comparison. They basically told me it's the same color, but it was
Yeah.
off by a shade. So, but anyways, that's this, and right now I have another set that's in there, kind of dehydrating right now. What I did was I used a Cricut, and there's some masking here. I don't know if you guys see the masking I did in here.
Just about.
So what I did was I used a Cricut, and I designed an internal detail piece that I cut out of plastic and slipped in here because I'm never going to open up these pods, and there's no reason to show this stuff off.
But you did
But
it anyway.
It was more of testing the Cricut's, precision. Like how fine of a detail bit could I get with the damn thing?
Right.
And not too bad as far as I did no cleanup on this because really this is all hidden, and if you do see it, you're not going to look that closely to it. But you
I mean,
can
it looks
kind
good,
of
though.
see that detail if I do open up the pods. So, I had 5 minutes to waste, so I did this.
I mean, why not, right?
I mean, for an out of the box build.
Just some light modifications.
It's a very slight modification to an out of box build.
Just some simple details, nothing major.
Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to go too far.
No. So, other than doing a lot of painting today, I'm actually starting to work on gluing the gun together. Again, it came out of the box this way, but I had to glue this together. The stupid thing came out of the box, and it was the parts didn't fit together. I was surprised at the lax in quality control by Bandai.
Yeah.
So I had to glue some plastic in here so that once it sets up, I can sand it and it will look like it's out of the box.
I was gonna say, how bad did Bandai screw that up?
Oh, they screwed this up pretty badly. I mean, it's a good 1 millimeter gap right there.
Oh, geez, yeah.
You know what? We spent a lot of money on Bandai, so they can fuck themselves.
They should have done better
with our money.
Exactly.
Oh man. Well, it looks good, man.
Thanks.
It looks really good.
I've got pretty much these 3 pieces that are not painted yet that needs to get worked on, and that will be done as far as build.
Nice.
I originally painted the head up and realized I used the wrong color scheme, so I had to repaint stuff. And I also missed a spot where there was a huge gap and some really bad sanding marks. So that's where that piece of plastic's glued in here to the head. So that's pretty much all I have going on.
Nice.
I played with some lighting earlier. So these are the leg thrusters that, again, when this out-of-box build is done, you're never going to see it. But let's see here if I can light this guy up. So usually in the past when I've done little LEDs and thrusters, I stuck an LED in there and just left it as is. But since this out of box came with these details here, I'm gonna beat this to a dead horse. So that's what that looks like. You can see that there's a little bit of internal thruster detail, just allowing a little bit of light through.
Nice. I dig it.
Make it white.
Are those the ones that you printed? Sorry.
No, those are out of box.
Oh, my bad.
Yes.
You're giving away the secret.
They printed out of the box.
You said it.
Are those the
several
ones
times
you
already.
Okay.
nipped out of a piece of plastic that was in the box?
This thruster bell, if you look at it here, it's rather crappy. I mean, I did no cleanup on this.
Okay.
And the reason why is you're never gonna see this. It's gonna be up against the edge of his
skirt.
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're never gonna see this. So a lot of modelers, when they build, they skip things like this because no one's ever gonna see this.
Mm-hmm.
But not Clem.
I really don't care.
But
But
it's
this
gonna
time-
be
everything on it.
plus and shrink down to tiny size and view it from underneath.
But this is actually printed on an FDM printer. So I didn't know who was talking earlier, but he was talking about his FDM printed little robot. And yeah.
Oh yeah, it was James.
It's crap. It's shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, I know. That's what I have access
The man
to. and
speaks the truth.
because-
No, I mean,
I promise I will never lie.
It's a
You know what you're getting.
hot glue gun, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
we all know how gunpla building and hot glue gun works, right?
Oh yeah.
I've
They're
seen
amazing.
those threads.
Perfect.
This compared to this, which was SLA printed, or even my out of box gun that was SLA printed.
Yeah, I didn't say that yet, but that is sexy fine.
Versus craptastic. But I only care about the bottom of this area and the underside slightly, and you're only going to see that if you upskirt the dome.
Everybody's gonna do that now.
Wow.
Well, no, that's the idea. I just want to promote that so that when it does go out there in a world and someone's looking at it, they're going to try to upskirt it to see all the stuff. And I'm just going to take pictures of them upskirting my kit.
Sweet. Twitch fails.
Weaves.
It's just a massive way to just troll people. This is horrible.
Freddie,
so that's all I got going on, and I sat back down at my desk. So carry on with what you guys are doing. I'm curious
rock and roll.
What everyone else is up to.
Oh man, we're about to shut it down. We got about 14 or so minutes, anyways.
Oh,
so.
wait. You mean
Big
we're not
Ben
going
over here?
Out of Korea?
What's up?
Motorcycle?
Oh, you missed the drive-by earlier.
Country ride. Yeah, with Alex, that was great.
I mean, we had, last episode we had like an hour of motorcycle country ride.
Oh hell yeah!
Of the Korean Need for Speed, yeah.
I was pretty into it. I'm not gonna lie.
The final destination online.
Can't be
It's just funny to listen to the commentary, and then people just show up to the stream and like, what the hell's going on?
That's half the
We
fun of it,
don't know.
Yeah.
Where's the script? What script?
Yeah. We're here to screw with people.
I wish the production value was higher for the show.
I would say that.
Well, then we would all have mics that work, and where's the fun in that?
Oh,
Heyo.
Hey.
Hey now.
I'm gonna go shamelessly plug stuff.
It's upside down.
Yeah.
Turn
It's upside down. It's up. Yeah. There. Now it's backwards.
You know what? It's fine.
Yeah.
You get it.
I don't care anymore.
Where my Gumpla beats your Gumpla.
That's right. That is the tagline. That is the goal. Is you put this on your car. It's like those it's like those honor students. I have an honor student. Well, you know what? I have a Gumpla that beats your Gumpla.
My Gumpla can beat your honor student.
I think I need one.
Yeah, so I have a stack of these, and I'm supposed to sell them. And
Ben's supposed to sell them.
Well, yeah.
We have other stickers for sale too. Eventually, when Clem gets around to it.
I've been busy on my out-of-box dome.
Right?
This out-of-box thing is taking up all my time. I don't know why.
Now, one quick thing, Clem, just real quick, because I have to, on behalf of the audience, I have to ask. Dome.
I knew you were going there.
Is it dome or
you
dom?
Want me to pronounce it correctly, like dom?
Dom.
Oh, that makes more sense now. I'm less confused.
Oh man, I thought there was like a domed part we were talking about all this time.
I wasn't gonna say.
It's
Chinese.
an
now I feel
out-of-box
dumb.
pronunciation, right?
Yeah, I'm totally familiar with the out-of-box build. So.
I'm already calling it an out-of-box build. Let's just make this as wrong as possible.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Good stuff.
How many of you guys have used those tiny little photo etch detail bits?
Yeah.
So I know Tim has.
Hell yeah.
But see what am I showing off here? So you can see kind of those little detail bits. And Tim, I didn't know what glue you used, but I used Elmer's glue.
Yeah, I saw your post, just PVA and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
How does
that
work?
It works really well. I mean, I could try prying this off. It won't pry off. I'm not going to really pry, but because it's painted.
Sure. Did you sand the surface prior to that, or I guess it's just painted, so you just glued that right to the paint?
No, this is actually painted after it's been primed.
So it's post. Okay, did you sand prior to using the Elmer's, or did you just like go raw dog?
No, I just I'm all about raw dogs.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Staying with a theme here. That's all I'm saying.
The same thing here is those detail bits on the circular areas here, here, and this piece right here. That's this Elmer's glue, and it's, dropping it in there.
Nice.
Yeah, you wipe away the excess using a Q-tip and some spit.
Yeah, of course. Or, sorry.
Why not, right?
Wow, this reminds me of. I'll be quiet.
You're supposed to spit on the tip, right?
Wow.
You're also supposed to clean it.
So family friendly, eh?
This is just like my
We're
last
talking
one.
about airbrushes, right?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about airbrushes.
What do you? I mean, that's that's what we're talking about here.
I have 100% just like wetted a toothpick. What do you call it? A Q-tip, and use it to wipe off like a panel line or something. I'm like, I don't have the energy to open a bottle of water right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Work with it.
Hey,
Q-tips are your friend. Just saying.
Letting it hang.
Well, William Williams in the chat, he said, spit is very important when you raw dog your out-of-box builds.
See,
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for catching me, Chad. Thank you.
Oh,
I'm not alone.
nope. Hey, the chat is on top of things. You got it.
Well,
Chat's always on top.
You goddamn right.
That's kind of why they have to shit I say anyways, just to get a reaction out of people.
We're just a bunch of bottoms, and Chad is on top.
Wow.
Power bottom.
Nobody's going for power bottom. There we go.
So, hey now.
I think that's what we should call that 5-star stories build.
Power bottom. The double power bottom. The twin power bottom. No, I'm sorry. I'm stopping.
Nope. Went too
No.
far.
Wait, you went too far.
Shut it down.
Mm-mm.
Game over, man.
Tim's like,
Game
"Hell,
over.
that bombshell."
Game over. We're all in. Wait a minute. I think that was the master plan.
Screw you guys, and we're gonna actually start building now.
There you go.
There's a first for everything.
Oh.
That's not very nice.
Oh man, good stuff. All right, we're gonna go around the room, tell everybody where they can find you online and all that good stuff. So let's start with our good friend Brian. Brian, tell everybody where they can find you online. Yeah, put your clothes back on. Come on.
Oh, they're totally on, but I was gonna do this.
What are you gonna do? What were you doing? Oh, what the shit!
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit and Twitter at BroBuilder.
He's definitely drank enough now.
Hey, you mean-
No.
Please talk like that for all the other episodes.
Yeah, I feel like you've got a character now. It's like
I mentioned it to my shopmates, and they were like, "You should just do that for the whole episode." And I was like, "God,
yeah.
I'm already
And
annoying
then-
enough."
And then you can fall asleep in it too, buddy, and wake up with like cramps. Go for it.
Not in character.
Now, have you done that
No.
on your stream with Paul?
No, actually, no.
See,
well, there's still time.
yeah. I think that's what we got to do. We got to get like a whole stream of you and Paul in character, full Viking, dragon
I
slayer
got you.
characters, and
Yeah,
I think
kinda-
that'll be a winner.
Kinda
Yeah.
like HSD in the Wonder Boy video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's bring it. Come on.
Yeah, I'll have to work on Paul. I mean, I'm down, but
Have an epic soundtrack in the back while you guys are talking. Hell yeah. Come on now. Amazing.
as opposed to like dual IBO videos. Yeah.
There you go. Oh man, good stuff. All right, Brian, thank you for being on, buddy. Appreciate it as always.
Cheers.
Good times. Let's go over to Freddie. Freddie, tell everybody where they can find you.
What's up? Yeah, pretty much Freddy was wrong everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, all that.
That alone is funny.
Tentacleboy.com.
I might get that. No, I don't want to get that domain. Never mind.
Travis was wrong.
No wonder that domain's already taken.
Yeah, we have SCGMC in November.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
It's a great convention.
It is.
You know what's going to be a better convention? The one after SCGMC.
Oh, hey now.
Oh, we'll see about that. But yeah, all that good stuff right
Talked
there.
about it, so I'm not going to bring it up.
Yeah, we talked about it before the stream, though.
Whoops.
Oh.
I think I made a jab, but I can't remember.
It's super secret. Double secret probation.
No, it's not.
Super secret.
And NDAs and shit.
Yeah, right.
Everyone knows about it.
We didn't get an NDA.
The pre-show NDA. That's what we need next time.
Pre-show.
What's an NDA?
Non-disclosure agreement.
Ain't they the boys in the hood?
Brian, there is a thing called rhetorical question.
It's a joke, Freddie. I don't care about your rhetorical questions.
Bum.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Buddy.
Oh.
So it's not me. Good.
So Freddie, tentacle. They can find you at tentacleboy.com, right? What else?
I hope no one goes to that because I'm pretty sure I'm not responsible for whatever people find there.
It's gonna
Hold
be
on, where's my
great.
computer?
Throw my hard drive into the bathtub when I die.
I regret nothing.
And everything.
Oh, Freddie, I swear, if that domain is available, I'm gonna reserve it for you.
Sell it to him.
Andrew's online. Andrew, go to tentacleboy.com right now and see what it's all about.
It's just a picture of Andrew.
Well, let me put it this way: if you guys buy it, direct it to my website.
Oh, that would be amazing. Andrew, you have a job. Do it. Let's get on it.
We're gonna need a list of all the malware you pick up when you do that too.
Yeah, right. Oh shit. All right, good stuff. Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, let's go over to James. James, tell everybody where they can find you, man.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
That's early.
Sorry, dude.
My name is James. You can find me around the internet on the YouTube, the Instagram, and the Facebooks under Nozaku Boy. A bit of cool news to announce.
What?
Seeing how I haven't done it yet. At GBWC in Australia in 4 weeks, me and my good pal, the other four horsemen, Gundam Taz, Robbie, will be doing a live panel teaching people the art of scale.
Whoa.
And all things relating to scale on the second day of Australia GBWC. So hopefully we'll be able to set up a live stream so anyone around the world can watch. I'm working on what I can do there, but yeah, so we shall be talking a lot of shit and apparently people will be listening to us.
Nice.
And cheers.
It's Centauri. Cheers.
That is great. Awesome. Well, thanks for jumping on with us, man.
No, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, dude. That dio is looking good too, by the way.
Why, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, let's go over to Chris. Chris,
Hey.
what the hell is that on your desk now?
This is another piece. I was just inspecting it. I guess you guys can find me on Instagram at RedSuns, R3D5UNZ. I also hang out a lot at Gunpla Builders of Chicago on Facebook, and Midwest Gunpla Builders, I guess. And you guys can eventually, I'll start posting this real soon, but stuff like this.
Star Destroyer.
Yes, this is the tip of a Star Destroyer. Actually, it's the tip of a shield.
Wow.
But yeah, you guys will see me curse and all that stuff, trying to mask all this detail. And yeah, real soon, YouTube videos, tutorials on photos, resin, all that fun stuff. So keep an eye on that.
Nice.
Remember to spit on it.
Always spit on the Q-tip. Gotcha.
Good stuff.
Here, here.
Oh, all right. Let's go over to Mikkel.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good right now, man.
How many Angry Orchards are you in?
I don't know. I've been drinking since early this morning, so.
He drank the whole orchard, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right.
Mikkel Watch 2019.
His cider house rules right now.
Oh man.
How do you get drunk off apple juice?
50 of them.
Oh man, tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
So you guys can find me at Instagram at Maverick176, on Facebook Maverick's Warehouse, on Twitter Maverick176, on YouTube Maverick176, around the block 176. So that's where you can find me.
Oh, this guy, man, I love it. I love it. Good stuff. Well, Dave, I know you had some mic problems and everything that kept you off, but thanks for being home, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem, man. It's been a while, man. Not having to work on anything.
Yeah, dude, we'll get you sorted
rather
out.
than plastic. So
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
And I have this outdated laptop, and
I got you.
Bad.
Man, once you get all that set up, you'll be good to go.
Oh yeah. Wait and watch. Wait and watch.
All right, brother. Hey, thanks for being on again, man.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Cool. Let's go over to Phil. Phil.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'm on Instagram as Phil Build Stuff, and let's see, the GBA under the same name. I'm there most of the time, actually, and that's about it, really. Other than that, I hang out and bug you guys. So it's good to see you again.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on with us, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's good to see everybody. Thanks again.
Definitely, dude. All right, let's go over to Tex. Armita, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I think I have a YouTube channel. Tex Marquini. At Twitch. You're right there?
No.
I'm just saying. Sorry.
All right.
I think I have a YouTube channel.
I think I do. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I am on Twitch at Tex Please PLS. And when I'm not, ignoring my builds and slowly dragging my feet through whatever it is I'm working on, I run the Gunpla Girl Gang on Discord and on Instagram. And if you are interested, we do have our Summer of 0079 contest going on. So if you want to enter, we highly encourage you to. It's open to everybody, not just the ladies of Gunpla. It's just build a summer themed kit, dio, whatever you want. We've already got some great work in progress that's happening and some great entries that have come through, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, Boys of Summer. Yeah, Couple Miami's in the chat right now, and I think the bar has been set pretty high.
Yeah, like there are two places I want a vacation, and it is in his dio and in Flynn's dio when it's done.
Nice. Oh, good stuff. Well, thank you for being on. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Cool. Clem.
Yes.
We saved the best for last.
Oh, last for last.
Well,
who's next?
Technically, I'm last. So.
There.
I'm going to link that forever with Clem now.
You'll find me. Yes, you will. So, Gamera Ben Ray, GameraBenRay.com. Those Gundam Guys on YouTube, Those Gundam Guys on Facebook. SCGMC in November, where your Gunpla will beat everyone else's Gunpla.
Yeah,
especially
guarantee
out of the box.
You're gonna love the way your Gunpla looks.
I guarantee.
That's right.
Yeah, I guarantee exactly. You're gonna love the way your Gunpla looks.
Where your Gunpla rises up and beats the crap out of all the kids in the room.
Hell yeah. Where the kids' mothers yell at everybody.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
No, they just yell at me.
Oh, good stuff. Good
Nothing
stuff.
bad actually happens. Freddy's fingers aren't broken, I swear.
Yeah, right.
Well, they bruised up kind of.
Nobody was severely hurt in the making of this program.
I did pull Angel pretty hard. I wasn't even looking. I just healed the palm to his chin. Done.
Ow.
Yeah.
There's a clip there of it hitting my finger for real, not the pad next to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, in the fight. The fight video.
Nice. Awesome. Hey, Clem, thank you for being on, buddy.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
back in.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. So we're gonna end this up. Hey, thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. This has been episode 8 of Mechanism, and we're gonna be back here in a couple of weeks. We're gonna do this whole shenanigans again. We're gonna have some fun with it. So until then, you can check me out regular time here on Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. We're going to continue to kick ass on the Zaku build and go from there. So until next time, thank you for watching. This has been Mechanism. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.
We're still alive.
Still alive.
Wait for it.
Bye.